Since my pitch, I've been working at developing my street photography blog site. Developing my persona began with an autoethnographic investigation of how the street photography media niche already exists online. This is when it made it clear for me how I wanted to participate in it myself. What I found through Instagram was that the majority of accounts just shared one image at a time without much detail of the story behind the image. This made me realize that for my blog and persona, I wanted sharing a series of images at a time and sharing the story and process behind capturing all of those images to be foundational to my project. This, as well as having a relaxed personal tone, was important and is ultimately how I've been working towards developing my persona. This is my DA so far. I have written 3 posts. The first, an account of my personal experience as an audience member in the media niche, and then I went onto Instagram and looked at a range of personal and business accounts and hashtags, observing what kind of content was posted and engaging with the accounts through likes and comments. From here, I took my observations and started to capture my own photographs and shared the story of my process and the final images on my blog site. The negative aspect to this is that so far I have not had any engagement or feedback from a public audience. This is obviously a key element to the DA, and the feedback of others would be useful to see what they are or are not liking about my work and what future content they would be interested in seeing. In an attempt to change this, I have now shared my blog site on Twitter and will be continuing to do so each time I post new content. Expanding my expertise on the media niche was achieved by observing how it exists online, and this has led me to have a number of epiphanies. These were firstly that 1, the best images don't require much editing. Secondly, product not process. This is that most photographers only share the final image and not a description of the process they took to get that image. And finally, that more words, more meaning. This meaning that the more you share about an image, the more it gave the audience something to engage in and the more comments and feedback it received. These reflections and realizations after seeing the work of others were ultimately significant in influencing the direction of my DA, and is what helped me to decide that each blog post would be its own series of work where I share my images and report on my creative process. Keeping in mind subject-based concepts and processes such as autoethnography has been an essential element of my DA, as this has ensured that I'm continually reflecting and building on epiphanies, producing creative content, being innovative, and creating an online persona. My goals for the final few weeks before submission are to post 2 more blog posts showcasing my participation in the niche and to gain and engage an audience for my work, as it will be beneficial to receive feedback and see how others perceive my work.